Ladies and gentlemen, Jazz Gonzo here, another episode of What's Next, and we are going to visit the wide world of sports. This is going to be, let's be real, folks. It's sad that we cannot just watch sports for sports' sake. We just can't sit there and be entertained for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And just watch a football game, watch a basketball game, watch the Olympics without the ugly, cancerous, diseased, vomitous wokeness. It's not all about sports. It's about sports entertainment. And no, I don't mean WWE. Let's take a look because we got a bunch. Story number 1. This comes out of Breitbart. Charles Hurt. The woke Olympics just started and it's already an epic failure. This year's Summer Olympics in Tokyo is hardly underway and already have suffered a fairly epic collapse in ratings, falling to a 33-year low. Now think about that. 33-year low. How many Olympic Games have we been through in 33 years? In my opinion, the pinnacle of those Olympic Games were probably the 92 Olympics in Barcelona, where we had the dominant emergence of the NBA-led Olympic Dream Team, of course, with Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, and a host of other NBA greats and future Hall of Famers at that time. That makes the lowest rated Olympic since Joe Biden's '88 campaign for president, when he was running as the, quote, young president. Of course, now he's the dementia-riddled old man who is screwing the country over. Unfortunately for him, that was also the campaign where he ran as a candidate who ripped off other people's speeches and took them as his own. Also, turns out that President Biden is much more appealing as the old candidate of all his bibliography lies. Just needed more time to age. Biden, along with his lies, is like fine vintage wine. Everything goes better with ice cream. Here's where I would like to insert a quote from Dementia, proving my point, but everything he says is unintelligible, so you would have to just take my word for it. Ice cream is always good, except when you eat it too fast, it gives you a brain freeze, which thankfully means it poses no threat to President Dementia. Woo! Talk about roasting. Anyway, the Olympics. Just ask Olympic bicyclists Annemiek van Vleuten. I probably butchered that name. I probably did. Of the Netherlands. At press time, we're still not sure which one. We just know she is from the Netherlands and hopefully one of the better ones. When she pedaled across the finish line, she threw her arms up in euphoric victory. Only learned that, in fact, she had not won the race. In truth, she was so far behind the first place finisher that she had missed the actual victory celebration. Damn. Really? But it gets worse. Miss Van Vleuten crossed the finish line so far behind the actual winner that even spectators were confused. BBC reported that Miss Van Vleuten had won. Thank God we had a reliable press. Even before the Olympics began, one contestant threw a temper tantrum after coming in third place and turned her back on the American national anthem. Gee, sounds familiar. Even though she was on the team representing America, as kids say. Awkward. The ladies' beach ball team from Norway boldly decided to wear pants, instead of bathing suits bottoms because they were, quote, sexist. Yes, because how many people have you seen on beaches playing beach volleyball wearing pants? Ugh. And now the women's gymnastics team from Germany is taking a stand against sexualization in gymnastics by shedding their regular uniforms in favor of unitards. Obviously, they missed the memo of how outdated the hurtful term unitard is these days, but leave it to Germans. They have the hardest history. Still a tad cloudy on what this has to do with sexualization of anything but okay, German gymnast Elisabeth Setz attempted to explain. Quote, we wanted to show that everybody, should decide what to wear. She, her, whoops, said, it's a decision day by day, based on how we feel and what we want. On competition day, we will decide what to wear here. Story number 2. This comes out of the Blaze. Simone Biles is not going to compete in the Olympic finals for the vault or the uneven bars. American gymnast Simone Biles has chosen to withdraw from the vault and uneven bars finals, according to U.S. Gymnastics. Biles could potentially still compete on the floor exercise and balance beam finals. Quote, today, after further consultation with medical staff, Simone Biles has decided to withdraw from the event's finals for vault and uneven bars. Michaela Skinner, who had the 4th highest score in the vault during the qualifications, will compete in the vault finals for the U.S. alongside Jade Carey, who finished the 2nd highest score, USA Gymnastics said in a statement. Excuse me. We remain in awe of Simone, who continues to handle the situation with courage and grace, and all of the athletes who have stepped up during these unexpected circumstances. Biles had previously dropped out of the women's team event after participating in the vault. She also decided not to participate in the women's all-around. In a recent Instagram story that included video of Biles attempting to uneven bars dismount on a cushy surface, which she basically face-planted, Biles said she did not quit, but that her mind and body are simply not in sync. She also noted, I don't think you realize how dangerous this is on hard competition surface. She continued by saying, nor do I have to explain why I put health first, and then added that physical health is mental health. Ooh, boy. All right. Right now. This comes out of ESPN. Yeah, remember ESPN? Of course, they're now known as ESPNWoke, and it continues. The 21 Olympics. Mexico's softball team tosses uniforms in Olympic Village trash. Yeah, so you can see right there. The Mexican Olympic Committee expressed disappointment that its softball team appeared to have left the Olympic Games this week with bedding from the Olympics Village rather than the players' official uniforms and apparel, which were reportedly found in the trash. Quote, it's regrettable that they left behind the uniforms in such an inappropriate place as in the garbage in favor of some bedspreads from the Olympic Village, Committee President Carlos Padilla told ESPN. The country's softball team, which has a roster of 14 American players and 1 born in Mexico. Yeah. Figure that out. Isn't this the Mexican softball team? Anyway. Finished 4th with a 3-2 loss in Canada in the Tuesday's bronze medal game. The Tokyo Olympics were Mexico's first foray into the Olympic softball event. In condemning the action, the country's softball federation said in a statement Thursday that it would investigate the matter and that players found responsible will no longer represent Mexico. No. Welterweight boxer Brendana Tamara Cruz, who is representing Mexico in Tokyo, I'm not sure if that is a male or female. I know, I'm judging. Took to social media to post pictures of the gear allegedly found in the trash. Yes, a welterweight boxer found the gear in the trash at the Olympic Village, which the committee considered an affront to the national identity because uniforms included the Mexican flag on the chest. This uniform represents years of effort, sacrifice, and tears, Cruz tweeted in Spanish. All of us who are Mexican athletes yearn to wear it with dignity, and today, sadly, the Mexican softball team left it in the Olympic Village trash. Let's keep it rolling, folks. This comes out of Outkick. Trevor Lawrence to Tim Tebow. Touchdown! Of course, that is Clay Travis, founder. And just want to hear a little bit.
Tim Tebow is being ripped to the high heavens by the usual woke suspects in sports media because he is trying out to potentially be a 33-year-old tight end for Urban Meyer and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still unclear.
Which I'm excited about, and I really hope he does make it.
To make a roster, But the usual suspects in the woke media are angry. They are comparing him to Colin Kaepernick. I will explain why that is stupid, and I will also point out something that is significant, which is Deshaun Watson's been accused of sexually assaulting 22 different women, and he has been criticized less by the sports media than Tim Tebow has for merely attempting to come back and return to play football. But let's...
Hey-o, there you go. Heads exploded today at the Jags training facility when number 1 pick Trevor Lawrence connected with free agent tight end Tim Tebow for a training camp touchdown. Lawrence, facing a defensive line comprised of Jags coaches behind what appeared to be a 6-foot-high padded mat, scrambled to his left, found former Heisman Trophy quarterback, two-time Florida State champion, two-time national champion Tim Tebow, who has an NFL playoff victory as a quarterback, 210 minor league softball hits, and 0 games played at tight end. Yes, that is one Tim Tebow. If you're a Jags fan, this is shaping up to be at least an interesting season. Watch this and tell me this isn't a bit intriguing. We have Urban Meyer, 33-year-old neighbor, running routes for a guy with better hair flow than Instagram models. The football gods dialed this up. As for Tebow's chances of making a team, Urban said in June that it will come down to a number of games whether his neighbor makes the roster. Quote, "This is a reality to the NFL. You have 90 players," Meyer said. "So to me, he's one of 90. What's the difference between him and the other 40 guys trying to make the team? To me, it's all the same." Quote, "The reality is that a good percentage of your roster is going to get cut or transitioned out, which to me, that's completely new." Excuse me. In college, you'd have 85, 95 guys, and you fit them in, and you put the puzzle together. It's much different here. In other words, make sure you tune in for the Jags preseason games to see these content gods in game action. Remember, there are just 3 preseason games. Wow. This was a blitz of stories. From the Olympics, 33-year low, have become utter woke trash. Of course, the article didn't mention the the skateboarder who thinks who's a man pretending to be a woman, or the quote female weightlifter in the Netherlands. Yes, and sadly, he's getting ready. He's getting geared up to actually compete, which he should have been removed. You got the situation with Simone Biles, and the fact of the matter is that you've got a 50, from what I've seen, a 50-50 split regarding she quit on the team to, well, it was necessary because it was best for the team. So my opinion on that, the fact of the matter is that you trained yourself mentally and physically for this, for the Olympic Games, for the U.S. Nationals, to be on the world stage and then to basically just collapse in a utter heap. That's not good. That's not good at all. And you've kind of let your team down. My opinion, you let your team down. Ask other Olympic athletes who are on this stage right now, who have fought hard, mentally, physically, to get to this stage in Tokyo. Do you see them quitting? Has there been any who have quit other than Simone Biles? I haven't heard any. The situation with Mexico is a laughable one. When you have the Mexican softball team who makes it to the Olympics for the first time. Yeah, you lost to Canada in the bronze game, but for you to trash your uniforms, but leave it to Mexican representatives to say, you know what? Well, it was a bad thing because it had the Mexican flag out. No. Once again, you're going by identity. The fact of the matter is that you're there to represent your country. You're not there, you're not. So you're embarrassed because they threw the uniforms away. And then, of course, if you read further in the story, now curtain only because of time issue, is that it turns out that they didn't have room in their luggage. Yes, absolutely. Absolute ass clowns. That is what you have, and that's an embarrassment for that country. But then again, coming over here illegally, that's not an embarrassment. That's okay. But, throw the uniforms in the trash. Whatever. I think I covered those three, and then of course you have the situation with Clay Travis regarding Tim Tebow and his story. You get the NFL going all woke, losing their minds over Tim Tebow, trying to make the team, but yet you guys basically bend the knee, take it up the a-hole without KY in your love for Colin KaeperDICK. Yeah. And with that, I'm Jasper Ogonzo. This is what's next. A flurry of stories. Try to do it in rapid mode as best I could. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Woo! And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.